Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. We're back with Grand Arena, the final match of Week 3, Season 25. Last round was a win, but you can see from my skill rating that if I don't win this one, I am dropping out of Kyber 2. And I've been in Kyber 2 the whole time. I really do not want that to happen. So I need to step up because lately I've been playing very sloppy. Been a bit of a fool, a little preoccupied with other things, so my head has not been in the game. We cannot allow that to happen. Last round, my defense, I feel like, saved me. My opponent used an all-offense strategy, and I was very concerned that dropping any battles was going to cause this probably to go down to banners, but my defense ended up holding, and this is why putting throwaway teams on defense needs to be avoided. Now, this opponent didn't have the deepest roster, so even though he goes full offense, he didn't really have as many teams as he may have needed to get through everything. So may have just had poor execution in some cases. One shot the front wall here. Back wall is the same kind of deal. Come on, don't be this kind of deck. Alright. Back wall, one shot all these teams as well. Up top, you can see Mon Mothma held, but it wasn't just Mon Mothma, it was Dash Rendar, and they had 3 attempts up against Mon Mothma. So these are the kind of things that I like to see. My defense doing work, holding, because it gives you a lot of wiggle room if your defensive teams can do a little bit of work and pull out a win here and there. Today's opponent is kind of worrisome. Like, it's a little terrifying. I didn't think I would see this guy in the third place pool. So Rhaegar here, let me show you what he's got. This guy's got a solid roster. My only hope is he doesn't really know how to use it. So no Executor, that's one help. Here's how many Galactic Legends he's got going on. That's not even all of them, it's not 4. He's got 5. Let me order this by speed just so you can get a look at some of the rest of the roster. And we'll pull up, there's his Lord Vader. So that's what we're looking at. Some things here are whatever. But taking a look at the Hotbot, this is what we got. Guild is actually smaller than mine. Lifetime banners is good, but not terrifying. We at least have a little bit of wiggle room there. Omicrons is good, but a lot of these were territory war Omicrons. Zetas is way more than is necessary, but considering how many Galactic Legends he has, it's probably fine. Because that's what, 6 for 5, so 30 Zetas are all in his Galactic Legends. So that drops him down to right in line with me, but I've got, what, 12 Zetas are Galactic Legends. The relics are a little scary, but this is within the range of what I usually... This is the high end of what I see in Grand Arena 2.0. The depth, though, is one of my concerns. He's got a pretty deep roster, so I don't have the advantage there, or as much of an advantage there as I normally do. Mods, he has an excessive amount of 6-stop mods, but he's not really beating me in the counts. So that's just shows that not all of his 6-stop mods are worthy, but because he has so many, I don't really have the advantage here. Distribution on the relic levels is really good. Not terrifying like that guy I had at the beginning of either this week or last week. Here's what we're looking at in terms of mods on the Galactic Legends. His Padme is respectable and fast. He's got a good Anakin, good Rex. Like, all his characters are modded pretty well. Nice, fast cat. No Maul, though. No Executor. So we will jump in here. Has not attacked yet. Nothing has really changed except I put Shaak Ti, just because from his Grand Arena history I knew he was going to be putting Jedi Master Kenobi down, and I would need my gas to counter the Jedi Master Kenobi. Plus I have more Grievous counters now that I have a higher relict Wampa with the Omicron. So Shaak Ti exists to hopefully pull out some counters so that the back wall maybe has a little bit more success. I'm not really expecting a lot here. What I do think I'll see, though, is I don't think he's going to clear my fleet. He doesn't really have a handle for the Executor. We'll just click through. I'll show you what we've got back here, but most of this is what you normally see. Sometimes I've been doing this with Padme now that I have JMKs. I'll throw her in. I know it's not a good team. I know that it can be soloed. But it's at least a team that has a high floor. And that's kind of all that I'm looking for from it. And up top, we'll just be thorough, take a look at it, but there's nothing to really reflect on here. Up top, we are looking at Bossk, Bo-Katan. Bossk does have the Zam Omicron. Qui-Gon, I guess he's probably 2 for 2 in terms of Omicrons, whatever. So Zam Omicron, yes. Qui-Gon Omicron, yes. I'm thinking Night Sisters here, either CLS or Maul here, whoever I have left. This is not... You gotta respect Jango. Bo-Katan, we'll figure it out. I don't know yet. T3M4 is here. I've decided I'm no longer going to attempt solos up against at least a Gear 12 T3M4. The healing immunity, there's stuff on there that make it so the solo doesn't work as consistently. I'm not going to mess around with it. I'm just going to go for a safe clear. Because hopefully this is going to go well. This guy tends to keep most of his Galactic Legends for offense, so I don't think there's going to be much on the back wall. But from his history, most of his opponents have gotten stuck. There wasn't a lot of data on what those back wall teams are. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Lord Vader is there, but I'm not sure. Cam here with Cat actually is going to make this a little bit easier for me. Plus Bastila, this is not an ideal team, but his Cat is really fast. I'm still going to not take any chances. I even spent a good chunk of the day practicing it a little bit. The mods there, I'm a little concerned. We're just going to start from the top and move our way down. I'm going to clear this with Bad Batch. This is one of the reasons I love Bad Batch. Oh, we got to turn on the sound effects. Alright, Dispelled and Dazed. Let's see what we get with the stuns. Pretty good. I'm going to take out Officer first. He's really the annoying piece here. And this will get a bit easier with him gone. Although, you know what? Let's throw the... I forget what that ability is called. Let's throw the arrow onto Kylo so that when we get to needing to fight him, Kylo, we have more stacks of whatever that ability is. But it looks like the AoE damage is going to do its work. Alright. And this is one of the things I think is nice about like the Wampa Omicron. I don't use Bad Batch in this way very often because I might need to use them up against Grievous. And maybe I'll return to doing that once I get a higher relic Wampa, but I'm probably using Wampa up against Grievous here. And now I don't need to worry about taking chances with Night Sisters or Bad Batch, and allowed me to throw Shock T onto defense. Having more teams and more options to go up against a team just has increased that flexibility in my strategy and approach to my opponent's rosters. That's why I like to go wide. And I promise I'm setting presets, because last round was very frustrating to me for messing up a preset. Or not having a preset and messing up my Palp Padme counter. It like ruined my mood for the rest of that record. Oh, you know what? I should have stunned Cara Dune. I already regret this. So I'm talking about, I need my head in the game. Because Cara Dune's about to stun everybody and mess things up. Maybe the mods aren't great here. Yeah, let's remove some turn meter. I don't think we got much. Alright, we got the stun. I was thinking about saving this ability for a second, but really we need the mass assist to start stacking the damage. Delaying that is not a great idea. And we'll try and spread some stuns though. We don't get lucky there though. I kind of want to take out Kyle first. Just because I want to get Deathmark out. Kyle's going to be the fastest one for us to take out. We're going to get stunned right here, which is going to be bad. Give me some luck. No luck. Yeah. There we go. All right. We just gotta take our time, get our damage stacked up. This worked on everything except for that all relic 7 Mon Mothma squad we went up against, where we just never got the damage we needed. Alright. Deathmark. Cara Dune problem is solved. We'll stun Biggs. Come on, just stun him. Why aren't... Okay, finally happens. Death Trooper was getting a bunch of hits, and he already had days. We just weren't... He kept resisting it. I'm not going to risk the death mark being dodged, so I'm gonna hit wedge here. My mouth was real slow. She hasn't revived anybody yet. She can revive Katarn. What is going on? I'm gonna restart BlueStacks before attempting any battle with a Galactic Legend. This is not being as reliable as I want. A lot of pausing going on. So the plan is JML up against JMK. I'm not going to do Grievous until after because I want to see how much flexibility I need. Yeah. Alright. Let's get to it. Let's make sure I'm not dumb like I was in the first match of this week, where I decided to not remind myself how to do this, and I let Cat take somebody out. I might even start keeping you. No, I don't know if I need to do that. Still concerned about this. Okay. He's made his move. Let's clear that force. Are you okay? Interesting choice there, Cat. I'll take it. See, that's why I was concerned about the speeds. She was fast enough that I couldn't even go. And that would have been horrible for me had the RNG selected Gas or someone else. We got real lucky there. No, we're not going to do any dazes. Some stuns. Let's do this. Come on. I love that he brought Bastila into this battle. Come on. Come on, one more. Alright, now it's my turn to do some damage. Please don't take anybody out. Alright, we can equalize. Alright, we're good. Do this. Cam is gonna be annoying. Basil is kind of not doing much. I'm gonna go for the ultimate instead of the master's training. Just applying the armor shred. The damage immunity, we weren't going to do any damage. I will equalize. I'm a little concerned about time. We got to start making some progress. Alright, I'm going to auto from here. Alright. Blue stacks could have still failed on me, so I was not feeling like we were out of it. That was a much easier JMK team than earlier in the week, and we still needed to get lucky. That cat was fast enough that we could have been in trouble. We're gonna Wampa this. We could Night Sisters it, but Night Sisters I'm planning on using for a Qui-Gon. Because Qui-Gon, really, Night Sisters or Palpatine are my options. But this is a thing where as I add relics to my Wampa, I don't know how much longer this is something I'm going to do. You can see the mods are much better than the guy I went up against last week. He's a lot faster. I don't know. I want that protection up. Okay, now I feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, don't feel great about that. He can land debuffs now, but I have a lot of tenacity on mine. He's modded for health, but I tried to make sure I had at least tenacity secondaries. Do not die on me. Okay, okay, okay. Because Nute still has another life. We haven't taken him out yet. I'm just letting that pool of stats keep stacking. Let's just take him out. Okay. I don't think you can set... If your opponent has the Wampa Omicron, I don't know if you can set Grievous anymore. I'm not convinced of that because if you have higher relics, then maybe you're going to want to save it for GL or GL cleanups. Alright, what do we got back here? Geos, Hellzine, and a weird Lando squad that we have to respect a bit because those are all good characters other than Lando. And the Trprs here, up against these higher, not even higher relic, just more consistently relict Geo teams. I like to go in with Trprs. Other things are either too strong or have more RNG to them. I'm really looking forward to that Relic Dark Trooper. I've been putting it off forever because I'm going for bigger prizes like JMK, going for Star Killer right now, so it's not a relic that I can justify doing because it'll slow down other projects. But I want it bad. It's like how Scndrls was for a long time, where like I wanted Scndrls, but I went after JKL and then, or JML, then JKL and other characters. See, BlueStacks is running a lot smoother after I restarted it. I think we might JMK that Lando team. No, we could do, we'll see what we have left. I'm gonna CLS this one. Hit Zam. I want her gone as quick as possible. Actually, we'll just take out Bossk. We'll stun this R7 Django just to control him. This is why people, when they have like Embo or Cad Bane Relic, like, I don't think you should put them down. You want characters with either mass assists or AoEs. These guys also could have been a little faster. I don't like to mess around with that Omicron or high relics on bounty hunters. It's something that I use to trip up my opponents. It's why for a long time talking bad about the Bossk relic, but now that I have Executor relic bounty hunters, that it's no longer a consistent Jedi training Rey win, which it used to be. And I've tripped up a number of opponents. I don't want to get tripped up the same way. We're gonna do this. This is a little tricky. I've only done this. Oh wait, no, there's no Anakin. Never mind. It's not gonna be that bad. I thought Anakin was here. Let's do Tal. No, there's. Do we need? No, well, there's no Anakin, so we don't need to worry about healing immunity, so we'll bring in Spirit. I don't always do Night Sisters, but it's the counter I like doing up against Qui-Gon these days. You want to make sure to clear Foresight as much as possible and make sure the big attacker, either Anakin or Yoda, doesn't have the Foresight. Because you don't want them doing extra damage, especially too early into a match. AoE to clear the Foresights. Get through all that resilient defense. And I'm just working on taking care of the protections on everybody before we get into this. That's a little early for going after Daka. Alright, I'm gonna heal up. I don't want to risk anything. Uh-oh, I think this is gonna crash. BlueStacks is acting weird. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to force close this. And here I was giving BlueStacks credit. Really, this is a my computer problem, not really a BlueStacks problem. Yeah, this is unfortunately a force close. Because what happens is this slows down to such a crawl that, yeah, it becomes unresponsive. Right, we're going to have to force close. Alright, fine. I had a feeling today was going to have one of these. I think it's temperature related to this junk machine, and maybe I need to be paying attention to the temperature of it while I'm doing this until I replace this thing. But I guess we're gonna have to deal with all this using Palpatine. There's no Anakin. Again, it was gonna be such a simple counter with Night Sisters. It's just irritating. Don't do Force Crush because you won't get any turn meter. Go right into Merciless Massacre, then Force Crush. Choose somebody who doesn't matter, like Jolie. Because I'd rather get ability blocks on Mace, Yoda, Qui-Gon, and Ayla. I don't want to trigger it yet, so I'm just going to do an ability block. I want to throw... How do I want to do this? We need to get through this. We're going to swap with Mara Jade, I guess. That's not what I wanted. Alright. We're fine now, but I didn't want to lose anybody. All right. There's nothing scary on the back wall, right? Well, I don't even remember anymore. It's been a while since I have had to reset things, start things back up. Oh yeah, it was this weird Lando team. Night Sisters, we'll Traya that or something. He's got Beskar Mando. I don't know why he has this Bo-Katan team for it. I think we're gonna just maul this. We'll be able to focus down and just pound our way through Bo-Katan and Bam early. Didn't pay enough attention if there's anyone taunting. Armor will want to get out early before she has a chance to make it more annoying. This is nonsense. Like, Mando is next to useless on a Bo-Katan squad. Like, his whole utility is being one of the few characters in the game who can one-shot somebody, which he is incapable of doing in this team. He's a bounty hunter only character. Fine, I gotta hit you. Spell. Alright, so now I'm forced to hit you. We've got a daze up. I'm going to use a basic, get more stacks of Anguish. Because we have daze on Scndrls anyway. Is this team actually going to be an annoyance for me? God. Fine. Why does everybody have taunt right now? Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I tried to make Bo-Katan lead happen for so long, it's just not worth using. I tried everything. I'm just throwing on debuffs because he's got damage immunity. Alright. coffee anymore. And if you did Beskar Mando, he'd have better teams. But he could have done a BAM lead team with all these relics, but instead he has Lando lead. Like, I'm not seeing it. I think I'm just gonna JMK this. I'm going to use Traya up against the Night Sisters, and then I've already forgotten what the other team is. So let's put you in that slot. That was a misclick. I did not mean to do that. Fortunately, it's not going to matter in this matchup. But, oops. I had clicked off of BlueStacks. I was trying to click back onto it. Do you have a Dispel anywhere? Fine. Get rid of that Daze. Get rid of IG-11. We'll deal with Nest in other ways, although that may have been a mistake. Okay. What was that last team? My memory is not where it needs to be. Oh yeah, Old Republic. We just can't solo it, but we can get through that. And it does look like Traya is our best option left here. Would have been nice not to have to use my... Do I want to use Dooku? The stun on Dooku is what I think is going to be nice. The thing is, Nute could be nice up against the Old Republic. Let me think about how I want to handle the Old Republic. We've got a couple bounty hunters. We've got Geos. Geos might not be a bad option. And we've got Rebels. I think I'm going to doing Geos, and I'm going to use Nute here because the stuns are going to make this a lot easier for me. Because the relics are at a level where I don't want to take chances. Throw pain on everybody. Decrease the cooldowns. We will stun Ventress. We should have an Annihilate real soon because everyone had so many debuffs. One more turn. I'm just ignoring Daka because Daka's the one who's going to get annihilated. You see how quickly they're doing damage onto Scion? That is why I wanted to be careful, because I've lost Scion now. That's why the relic levels needed to be respected. Especially the Spirit. Spirit, I didn't pay attention to what relic level Spirit was, but Spirit's capable of one-shotting people. I want everybody at a point where I can start taking them out quick before the isolate comes off of zombie. Wouldn't be bad to have like Ventress annihilated too. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, we'll annihilate someone, then we'll take out the rest. I could have decreased the cooldowns onto Nihilus earlier, and then I would have been able to do this a turn ago. There's that one shot I was talking about. That's about to come off, so I don't want to use it. Probably could have done a better job controlling Spirit throughout this too. There's one. Oh, I've been taking way too long to do this. There's two. Let's stun zombie so there won't be a taunt. I'm wasting too much time. I wasted too much time. I still need to be careful to clear this. Because Geos wouldn't be bad up against Telzine to clean it up, but then how do I handle Old Republic? Or if I use Geos on Old Republic, how do I finish Spirit or Telzine? Because the Relic Telzine can do some serious damage. So if I were to like bring in my bounty hunters to use Disintegrate on Telzine, would I potentially lose bounty hunters to an AoE? I could. Let's just do that. I kind of feel like it's worth the risk. We at least have a Dispel and a stun on Cad Bane. That's what I was afraid of. We're not going to get to it. Yeah, it's over. Cooldowns aren't where I want them either, or the turn meter. This Night Sister team is good. This guy's not going to full clear me. Like, I don't think he has a way through my fleet. At this point, like, I didn't get stalled out. That was my biggest concern. He probably will one-shot most of my teams, though. I kind of think I might need to use Geos up against that Telzine. I can't Kylo this. It may... I don't want to two-shot that team. Let's not even talk like that. Okay, these guys will eat up Rebel Assault. Because that team is a joke and not serious. If I had the Akbar Omicron, he could do it. See, this is why I was considering keeping Dooku. What can I... Because Nute is so much better with Dooku. What if I did some sort of nonsense like that? Is that a team? I need a taunt. No, we just don't solo it. We still bring in Kylo. That'll do it. That's how we handle this. We just don't solo it. Yeah, Karth is going to go first, so I'm putting the extortion onto him. We'll get retribution up. Debuff everybody. Get our damage immunity. He's got healing immunity, so I'm going to go after Zalbar. Okay. Alright, now we can Geos that guilt-free. I wish we didn't attempt that or a sing thing, but I've been doing that a lot lately. Having the AoE on cooldown just is what really hurt us. And there's one. Two. Three. So we wasted a battle there. I probably could have sped up the Traya counter. I was doing a lot of talking and not paying attention to the clock. And then we one-shot everything up here, right? Oh yeah, it was Qui-Gon. We had the crash, that's right. That's right. More attempts than I wanted. Without that crash, we would have just one-shot everything, because I would have used Palpatine up against... I could have done like Palpatine Traya up against the Night Sisters instead. Get a bunch of assists, throw buzz droids on everyone else. Razor Crest basically has no synergy here, so we're just ignoring it. What was my plan? Akbar, that's right. I'm going up against Finalizer. Let's do Y-Wing. I need that relic. That's another relic I've been wanting forever. Don't like that. Definitely don't like that. That is the wrong pilot. No, that's the right one. He should. Okay, it's just the what's it called? The AI chose poorly. Because had he chosen the assist, I'd be gone. Let's just do it. There's no tank. Why am I not taunting? You cost me, Y-Wing. What is going on? Oh, does Afterburner do something? No. I think I want Cassian. But I need... What am I not... I need to look at these kits again. I'm less concerned about Phasma now that Kylo's gone. The shuttle's just doing nothing. What? Just getting rid of the first order ships. Do I want that? Yeah, let's just do it. considering that or doing the ultimate. That's okay, but I wanted more. I just need to replace this junk machine. That's what I need to do. It did its service and its duty for a long time. He needs to be put to rest. We'll see how my opponent does. I don't think he's clearing my fleets, but he does have Negotiator and Malevolence. Let's take a quick look at his pilots. He's got a lot of relics. I assume they're good. And I guess he has a Rebel fleet too. So Galactic Republic. Why don't you show the relic levels on this screen? Alright, Relic 7. Maybe. Executor's been working better. He did have a lot of relics. That was all Relic 7. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm fine. We'll call it there. I've got a busy end of the month, but I've got a few videos I would like to get out. We'll see how much I'm able to do in the next week. But if CG announces anything, I'll definitely put out a talk video. Be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.